right, welcome back once again to a retrospective look.
Introspective, retrospective.
Introspective. That should be the name of the series.
Yeah, it's too
glad
bad
that
we didn't call it that.
Yeah, I'm glad that we stumbled upon it right at the end. Our introspective retrospective of segments of days past.
Yeah, some of our favorite videos from the last year.
Yeah. Now this one is a video you directed.
Yes.
And directed quite well, in my opinion.
Oh, thank you.
I think cinematically,
yes,
this may be my favorite piece.
I will be honest, I think it's one of my favorite pieces as well.
Yeah, it was just it was a very cool look to it, and
ambitious as well, I will say.
Yes. This was shot over a number of days.
When we were on location in Vegas.
Had a script slightly shorter than your average film script. Which
I have a tendency to write long.
Which I, of course, memorized completely.
Oh, yeah.
And that was never an issue.
It was never at all. We're talking about Gamesters from our time at Dice Tower West.
That's right.
Yeah.
In beautiful, sunny Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, well, let's get started with this, shall we? Old logo.
It's funny how sometimes the fill-in fake songs that you use in place of the songs that are more popular start to become more recognizable to you as you edit than the songs they are actually alluding to.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
So, tabletop gaming.
So, this, of course, is the famous Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada sign.
That one? The one we're standing in front of?
This was not an easy thing to make happen.
No.
We went back and forth, made a bunch of calls to the city of Las Vegas.
Right.
To see if there was permitting that we needed to have to film in front of the sign.
Covering our bases.
Finally, I believe it was Brian who has connections with the police in Nevada.
The law enforcement in Nevada.
Don't want to go into why.
He's just spent a lot of time with them.
Sure, he has. No, but he had a friend on the police force, and he basically said, no, anybody can film in front of the sign.
Just show up, take your cameras.
Yeah. So
Crafty.
Everybody's there. So we showed up, and there was this massive line.
Yeah.
Of people waiting to take their picture in front
of
the
Insta thing. They want that photo.
Exactly. So we found a place kind of off to the side that we could still line everything up in. However, sound is a little bit of an issue.
It's right next to the airport.
Yeah. And there was a jet idling the entire time we shot this.
Yes.
Plus traffic.
Yes.
With people honking and especially when they saw our camera unit.
This sign is in between the road. It's on the median of the road.
Yeah, it's got cars on both sides, and it is the moment that you enter it. So for those of you who've been to Las Vegas and know anything about the Strip, you have basically, I think, Luxor's
to the side.
is right off to that side, and the airport is off to that side. So, and then you have a bunch of people laughing and quite loudly taking pictures right beside us. So the fact that you can hear us at all. When we filmed this, I could not hear our dialogue.
No, we couldn't hear each other very well.
I was talking, but I couldn't hear what you were saying at all. And the fact that we can hear any of this is amazing.
Sure about that? Well, I'm not sure it's historically accurate, but I'm pretty sure the casino's paid enough money that we can say that it is.
It sounds just completely clear, like nothing's happening.
Written by the winners, and here, the house always wins.
Yeah, kind of like me. Whenever I play you.
You do not always win.
Well,
do I always win?
No.
Although
on the show, it seems like you do.
We've talked about this on camera.
Yes,
I win a ridiculous number of times.
It's uncanny how often you win.
I was actually really happy when you won when we played against at the volcano.
Oh, that's right. I did win the volcano
because that is almost never happens.
Yep.
When we're playing a game on camera, I have this crazy winning streak, and it became kind of part of the show that I win all the time as a result of that. But yeah.
Well, another way to say it is that you always lose, but I thought this way was nicer. You're not going to go onto the casino floor, are you? You don't gamble.
Only with my career every time I do this show.
But
Las Vegas has a lot to offer.
All of human depravity.
Do you gamble?
I used to. Honestly, I don't anymore. I have a philosophy about gambling. Only sit down and play what you don't want to take away.
Sure.
And seldom in my life have I been in that position where I've had money that I don't need.
So my thing with gambling, I do not have a personality that should gamble. I'm good at the games, but I have this magical thinking where I think the luck will always be there for me.
Yeah.
Craps is the worst for me.
See, so when I was in Vegas for filming of Paul Blart 2, the cinematic masterpiece.
Leif was in Paul Blart 2. He was one of the criminals.
We lived there for, a month and a half, almost 2 months. Sure. And I will say this, my relationship with Vegas changed dramatically in that time because I learned to hate it and then love it and then kind of just be okay with it.
Sure.
But one thing that was beneficial is like as a cast and crew, every night after we get done filming, we would just go to the craps tables and just sit and play craps. And I loved that because you can play forever with very little money.
Sure.
Like that's my ideal kind of gambling.
Unless you're me.
Yeah.
If you're me, you play craps and you go up like $400.
Yeah.
And then chase that dragon for the rest of the night and lose about $1,000. So yeah, Travis can't play craps anymore.
Centralized in the middle of a desert, found
it's a very Vegas shirt
to launder money.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's the same shirt I wear all the time.
Which, of course, is the evil version of the Dice Tower, much more maligned than its sister Dice Tower to the east.
That was a Wizard of Oz reference.
Setting up the musical theme.
I'm just very disappointed. See, the west and the east witches.
So you'll notice there in my hairline. So this was shot after I think we were in the desert.
I think yeah. This was like one of the last things we shot.
Yeah. I burned the holy hell out of myself in the desert. So you could just see the top of my head is just lobster colored from a massive sunburn that I had over my whole head. It was a fun shower that night.
We're both wicked. They made a whole musical on it and everything.
Okay, whatever. Look, we are here to leave the gun and take the Catan Oli.
Wow.
God, I hate that line. I tried to convince you very nicely to move off that line, and you just wouldn't.
Because it needs to be bad.
It was just so
Catan Oli. So much disappointment.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gamester.
I love every moment that when it goes into the...
Yeah, honestly, like this was the whole, this was where the nugget of the idea all started. Just having this moment in something. I wrote the whole script based on this one moment.
And for those of you who haven't seen the movie Casino, this is kind of modeled the
there's
whole...
Casino and Godfather and Goodfellas.
We do
all
a number of them. Oh, no, it's Goodfellas, right?
This is Goodfellas.
This is the Goodfellas. Casino is practically everything else that we do in the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole Goodfellas intro, the logo, all that.
Being a gamester was better than being Idina Menzel.
So we were also freaked out about filming on the floor of the casinos. Like that was the thing we had concern about.
We were actually actively told we could not.
Yeah, like I said, we were just a little concerned about it.
Yeah.
So what we did was, so I had Steve, our camera guy, checking the camera as he followed me through the casino. So he's just looking at it like trying to figure out if it's working right. But secretly, he's recording me.
Yeah. Now, we did ask for permission.
We did.
And they said no. Well, they actually didn't say no.
They just couldn't answer us.
No, they said that we would have to there was a bunch of paperwork involved.
Yeah,
and
we don't like
by the time the paperwork it was like weeks of paperwork.
Yeah.
And so we're like, there's a lot of people filming around here.
Yep.
And we'll see if we can get away with it.
Del Dazeem, I don't know. I don't know musicals. I play too many games to spend time listening to someone sing about their problems.
Yeah.
See, to me, being a gamester meant being somebody in a neighborhood of news. It meant being known, being respected.
Now, this is an aspect that we made of whole cloth because you know musicals quite well.
Yeah,
we are both musical nerds. Now, I'm probably more of a musical nerd than you are
by far.
I went to college with a music composition major. I've written number of musicals, and was in that was my career. Right, my early career was I was in musical after musical, professionally. But you know musicals pretty well too.
I've done musicals. I've been in musicals. Yeah.
But it always felt like there was somebody in my way.
Oh, for the game playthrough that we're taping later, I thought of this funny bit that you could do.
Whoa. You think
now, this scene was your idea.
No, I'm saying for
you remember that?
Like,
Yeah, I think so. Because
You wanted to do the Joe Pesci thing.
The Joe Pesci thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I also look at my face. My face is very red here too.
I mean, that you think I'm like a clown? Like I'm here to amuse you? Is that what you say?
But also this little deli that we're in, they were awesome.
Oh yeah.
Like again, we did not have film permits or anything like that. We just walked in and said, "Hey, do you mind if we film?" And they're like, "Yeah, go ahead."
And they rolled out the red carpet for us.
They were great.
And the food was great too. We're actually eating their food.
Yeah, it's really good.
We had lunch there.
Yep.
And their food is really, really good.
There's a joke that you could do.
No. You said I'm funny. That's what you said.
That's not what I said.
That is the nicest thing you've ever said to me. I'm gonna tweet this.
That's not what I said.
Because you tweet all the time.
I am fun now.
I think I send out 3 tweets a year.
Do you do 3?
Or X's. What are they called now? What I like about this scene, because I'm remembering when I pitched it to you, that I'm going the other way with it.
Yeah.
And that the fact that I
like being called a clown.
Yeah, well, and the fact that, and this was a thing that we did a lot more early and back when we had the TV show.
Yeah.
Was this whole idea of every insult that is thrown my way, I take as a compliment, whether you like it or not. Yeah. And it drove your character nuts. And you hated the fact that it was impossible to insult me. That was kind of the idea, because I always turned it around.
I'm here to amuse.
Easter egg. Spider-Man's right behind me.
Bide my time.
That's
like
sweet.
property
That's really
negotiations in Monopoly, you just got to be
Good witch.
Good witch.
And hope.
Again, musical. I don't think we intended that.
No?
I just realized that. Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Yeah.
Hope to find your opponent's weakness. You gotta play the game.
And there's Jack Skellington back there.
Hello, everybody.
Musicals all over this place.
We're here at the Millennium Fandom Bar in Las Vegas.
So this is part of a shoot that no one has ever seen yet.
Yeah, no, we actually shot the whole playthrough.
We did, and it actually worked. The people and the place was great. We're not super happy with how it was shot.
We weren't ready to do that.
If we ever put together like a Patreon or something, we might throw this up. I don't know. We were trying to do something very, very, very complex in a space that really was not designed for it.
No.
And with probably 3 or 4 fewer people than we needed for it.
Yeah, we just didn't have the manpower to pull it off properly.
We had another location set up that would have been much easier for us to shoot in. But that's a whole story onto itself.
Yeah.
Nevada, with Monica, the Bannerspear herself, here to play Frosthaven. Pose. Much more fierce than I am. All right, let's go to it. We are playing.
And Monica built that costume
Frosthaven.
herself.
Yeah. She travels all over from various conventions as the Bannerspear.
From Cephalo Fair. We actually have Isaac Childress, the creator and designer of the game. We're going to kind of jump into it here. You always use...
Isaac is a big friend of the show.
He is, but I love what he does with this whole segment. Even the whole playthrough, just him railing on you.
No, he's great.
He's great.
He's the kind of guy that every time we have asked him, hey, could we
do anything?
Yeah. He's always been like, yeah, sure. Yeah. He's no matter what ridiculous stuff we throw his way, he's like up for it. He's the nicest guy. He's just the whole Cephalo Fair company is amazing.
You attack the elite first, so we're going to see what the elite. That's not a rule.
You attack in whatever order you want to.
So can we say right here and now that is a rule?
No.
I thought it was going to make a rule. cool. I thought it was changing Frosthaven forever. My faith in my abilities is being shook here.
I mean, you could do a little dance for us if you want.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Who invited Isaac Childress to the party?
I did.
You did.
We got to rethink this whole developer and co-host in the studio at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
I was just told to lower your self-esteem as much as possible.
Well, it's working.
The green leaf into the air. I forgot the term for that one.
That is nature magic.
Nature magic.
No, we can
is
call
in
it
the air.
leaf. I like calling it
You
leaf.
like calling it leaf? Unfortunately, if we call it leaf, that means it's not very effective.
That was a great line that I just came up with in the moment.
Yeah, that was an improv.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's what I was going for. Ooh, that sounds fun.
And of course, the whole thing here is that you're supposed to, because you weren't actually annoyed at any of this stuff.
No, and I was gonna explain that like, yes, we are doing the playthrough, but at the same time, I'm trying to play the character for the short,
Right.
So like I was literally wearing multiple characters as we're doing this, because there's times that I will do things like this, takes to the camera, that I'm like, I'm gonna use that for the short, but it's not necessarily good for the playthrough video.
Yeah.
Like there's all sorts of stuff like this that happens.
Inception level acting.
Yes,
is what was happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized
So like the angry guy, like
Right.
that's the other character. Is one character, and then there's the angry guy.
You could actually see you go, oh, this is me, Leif, and then it's like, oh, I gotta look mad so that I
Yes.
can have something for the other thing.
Yeah.
And so like you going into angry mode to of course the other video would have never had you angry in it.
No.
So
I was gonna have to be the one to take it, but how?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, man, we've been playing a lot
And
of
Price,
Frosthaven.
great
Ready
Price.
oh, I love Price.
for this?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to hear.
Oh, yeah. Travis! Gloomhaven is my favorite game of all time.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
Yeah, I even brought my copy up here. It's in my hotel room. Travis! Oh, just...
And I say this on the show all the time. That is not a bit. Gloomhaven is my favorite game.
It is.
I'm a massive fan of
Have
Gloomhaven.
you not played Frosthaven enough for it to take over, or?
The only time I played Frosthaven the week we were getting ready for this, and then I haven't played it since because of the nature of what we do. It really sucks because I'm a contributor to Frosthaven.
Right.
I wrote some scenarios for Frosthaven, and I am also
listed in the Frosthaven book
as a playtester.
as a playtester.
Yeah. I also did the voice of Pinter Drummond,
Yes.
who's a character in Frosthaven for the fine folks over at Foreteller, who did the narration for it. But I've never gotten to the point where Pinter Drummond shows up so I can hear myself.
Oh.
I've never gotten to the point where I get to play my scenarios.
That's too bad.
Because
Maybe someday we'll make it happen.
I'm hoping. I would love to play Frosthaven more. Who knows? Maybe it would overcome Gloomhaven as my favorite.
Yeah, no worries. I got this.
What is so important, Brian, that you had to interrupt my special time with Price?
Excuse me.
What's up, Leif?
So, are you saying that Frosthaven is replacing Gloomhaven?
Because I of course, don't know anything about games.
Sort of the next
So,
step in
Gloomhaven can be taken care of.
I mean, in the same way that you take care of all of your games, right?
I now knew where to hit him
Price did a great job with this too.
He's a real actor.
Yeah, he did a good job.
where it hurt. But taking out someone's loved one was a step I wasn't sure I could take.
Leif? Buddy, you're not really saying anything. Are you just sort of zoning out?
Oh no, I'm doing narration.
And I still had one ace up my sleeve. Literally. Which is why we're not allowed to film on the casino floor anymore.
Too true.
But I can still play games.
This is another video that never came out.
Yep.
The biggest reason this video didn't come out is that Tom Vasel
couldn't talk.
Yeah, he had gone completely hoarse and could barely speak.
Yeah.
And the video kind of flowed in an awkward way. We still, again, one of these days.
Maybe someday.
Maybe throughout.
It
My
exists.
kind of games. Yeah. Because the best way to become a gamester is to beat a gamester.
Action. So I'm very excited because I think I've finally found a Las Vegas-based game that I can win. Today we're going to be playing Vegas, Wits, and Wagers. Let's get to it.
We have.
So this is interesting because, again, this is true. You had played a bunch of Wits and Wagers.
Yeah.
I think I had
It
played
was a family favorite.
I had played the Wits and Wagers, but never Vegas edition.
Yep.
So we didn't know how this was going to go. We kind of hoped because it was also, again, we were kind of two masters here.
Trying to do two things at once.
Because we didn't know who might win. It could have been one of them. But we were like, oh man, it'd be great if I won. But we weren't going to manufacture that because we were filming it as a different piece. So
we actually had, I think if I remember it, we had a different ending where you still got you still one up me in some way. It wasn't necessarily with the game, but once the game goes the way it does.
Yeah. And I didn't just win this. I demolished everybody.
It was embarrassing.
It was crazy.
Vasel.
I'm Zee Garcia. Hi. I will win this game.
And I'm Milla Cleghorn.
And I will say that we didn't tell Zee or Milla to play any sorts of characters. This is just them playing it as they wanted to play it.
Yeah, for sure. I think, didn't I actually guess correct on one of these? Like actually nail the number?
I think so.
That's how like crazy I was at
The
this.
Spider-Man musical is the most expensive Broadway show ever. How much was spent on production?
Musicals? Really?
Phantom of the Opera is the longest-running Broadway show in history. As of June 2017, how many times has it been performed?
And we didn't fix this at all. It just happened that musical after musical after musical
Just
question
kept
came
coming
up. And
You get
that's my category.
How many pints of blue Jell-O are used in the Blue Man Group show?
I think you can see where this is going. May as well just get there.
That means that I won, and unfortunately that means Leif's losing streak has continued. This is literally the first time that I have ever even seen the game set up. Yeah, Leif was talking all day about like this was his...
The cards, or more specifically, the questions.
And I got to admit, a little bit of that was real.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first time where I think you were actually frustrated. Because you're like, because it's absolutely true.
It is. I didn't have to act too much.
No.
Did not go my way. And I
think you came in last.
Because
you had a bad game.
I did not get this game at all.
Yeah.
even have a theater degree. Money well spent, I guess.
I'm definitely like a Broadway
Well, the
guy,
one
so-
thing that degree does offer is the ability to act like there's nothing going on.
She's great.
It's not the same.
See, the way I saw it, I did all I could do. And everybody has to take a beat.
Everybody has to do that shot
Yeah.
in Vegas like it's required.
Sure.
This whole situation was becoming more.
I'll be honest, for some reason, this hallway scene took more time to film than most anything else we shot.
Really?
Yeah,
Because I wasn't here for this.
Because it is a somewhat complex shot in that it comes up to me, goes down, comes up, I go in, grab the box. Oh, okay. This is why. Now I remember why. Keep playing it.
All right.
Confusing than the picture.
And this is your room, right?
Family photo.
I
It might
Or is it
be.
Steve's
It
room?
might be
Did know
Steve's
one
room.
thing,
Steve is our camera.
that when there's
Yeah.
nothing left, you bust the joint out.
Okay.
You light
So
up.
this is why. We shot this scene after the desert scene.
Okay.
So if you look, when that door first opens, my hand isn't under the box. You will see a bullet hole on the underside of the box.
Because we're about to shoot the holy hell out of the Gloomhaven box. Yeah. That's hilarious.
So that's why it took forever, because it was like me having to put my hands in a perfect spot in addition to all the intricate camera moves from the lock down to my hands, back to the game, back up to my face. Like
this was a rough trip for Gloomhaven, Frosthaven, because
God,
we
yeah.
shot up Gloomhaven. Did we shoot up Frosthaven? We shot up
Yes,
in the
in the gun range.
in the
video.
gun range for the video. What game will stop a bullet?
Yep.
Yeah.
Match. Why is it so heavy?
You just
got
have to
out of
hide
line?
it there. That's why.
Yeah.
You got whacked. Everyone knew the rules. They're printed in
There,
nice,
it's not
colorful
shot.
paper
Yeah, well,
right
this is-
inside the box.
This is the day I got burned to
Normally,
crisp.
I'm not a proponent of violence, but the on-set safety instructor assured me it would be damn funny to see me blow a hole into a $150 game right before he handed me a shotgun.
So there was also honestly, this might be the most dangerous thing we've ever done.
To a certain extent.
Yeah, because honestly, it's a real gun. We're doing this in a single shot. So the game goes there. I turn around. I grab the gun off camera. It's loaded, ready to go. I come back. I aim at the box, and it's just anytime there's live ammunition anywhere, it's like it's just dangerous. We had safety people all over the place.
Like, we did,
we were
we should tell you that this was not just some random place that we. This was an actual outdoor gun range.
Yeah,
we had 2 safety guys that we never held the gun until we were ready to shoot. The safety people handed it to us. We went through a whole safety thing. Like, we're not just willy-nilly.
Yeah. But I will say this, like for me, I think, and we've already talked about the skydiving video, how much I did not like doing this. This made me more nervous than that. Just because, again, like I was, of all the safety precautions that we put in, you're still dealing with something that is dangerous.
Yeah. This made me nervous too. I'm not a gun guy.
I'm not either.
So yeah, shooting.
Not sure Travis would agree.
Shooting live stuff.
Or Isaac Childress.
Now, that's not you.
No, that's not me.
So you shot the box, and it was like.
And I really shot the box.
Oh yeah, but it was like it just didn't look right, and.
Because I shot it too good.
Yeah, well,
no,
sure.
I did. Like I shot it, and it went right through the box, and you couldn't really see it.
So we went to this. We asked the safety guy, "Could you shoot it and try and rip the whole top?"
And he did a perfect shot. Just skimmed it across the top of the box, and that's why it rips up like that.
Yeah, I think the lower one is you.
Yeah, that might be me. Yep, because I shot it 3 times actually.
Yeah, and we have a similar thing when we come to me shooting the box. I'll tell that story when we get there.
Or Dina Menzel. Still don't know who that is.
You still don't?
I still don't. No.
Then our parodies started getting so mixed up, it was like we were writing the script with Boggle.
So I think this is your room.
But what I did, I done.
I'm so burned up.
It's time to lean in.
Look at how red I am there.
I just think you sleep red.
Oh my God, I'm so burned up.
This is so ridiculous.
See how far we could take this joke. And since everyone and their dog was 2 steps ahead of the script, it was time to finish this.
Oh no!
Next morning,
I wonder what the people, because we did this like 3 or 4 times. There was an actual perfect take that we had right at the beginning, but the camera didn't do the move in the right order. Because I actually wish we had that other one because it looked a little bit more natural. But I did those ridiculous yells.
Screaming in a hotel room. Yeah, there's a little bit of nerves involved. Yeah.
Morning, bright and early, I get the call. Which was weird because who uses a hotel phone anymore?
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. Desert. 10 o'clock.
Why?
Don't ask questions. Just be there. Cookies.
I think that was my note. I said we should put food next to it. Just have me.
Where exactly? Desert's a pretty big place.
I know the ridiculousness of me just telling you to go to the desert.
And then I wondered, did he say desert and mean dessert? Because usually with him, it's the latter.
And you were nervous about this line because you always get nervous about making fat jokes about me.
Yeah, I do.
Especially if you're making if I make a fat joke about me, that's fine. But if you make a fat joke, you get nervous about it. I think that's.
But
really
honestly,
funny.
The way I justified it for myself is everybody loves desserts.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Just fat.
Sure, exactly. And I am quite fat.
Well, what?
It is.
You keep telling me
this. It is
this.
a major part of my comedic makeup.
I'd much rather go get ice cream. Normally, my prospects of coming back from a production meeting with Travis were 99.
So this is that same shooting range.
Yep.
But a little further down the road, so you kind of...
Let's just look at that depth of field, to use a cinematic expression. It's freaking great.
Out of 100, but this time I gave
for a
myself
YouTube
50.
channel. We did this for YouTube.
What, you didn't think I'd find out?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, you're only on... Oh.
True story.
You okay?
That is longer than it looks.
Well, I had only done it like 7 times. This is where I get my horrible sunburn.
Okay. I don't know if you know this or not, but you only have your show because I made it possible. You wanted to be on TV.
Yeah, I did want to be on TV. That way I'm known. People see me. That's right.
But now you're making a spectacle out of yourself.
So we're almost line for line.
Yeah. Up to this part. Yeah.
Are you doing like a Joe Pesci voice? Is that what that is?
I'm trying, yeah.
Okay, that's all right. I like it.
Okay.
I actually do a better Joe Pesci than I was doing out there. It's hard for me because, again, for those of you who don't know, I do a lot of voice matching in my career. But it's hard for me to voice match if I can't hear my own.
Yeah,
if I have earphones on, I can really nail it down. It's a little different if I'm out in the wind and can't hear myself.
You are bringing so much heat on me. Yeah. Anytime I meet someone, the big question is if I know you.
Okay, wise guy. Look, you take something I love, I take something you love.
For a second, I thought I was dead. And when he put that second in slow motion,
So every time you were in front of the gun, not loaded.
Not loaded.
No. Not ammunition. So again, I just really want to caution people.
Yeah.
We
lots of safety.
Yeah.
It's closer to 3 seconds.
So
that should be your Facebook profile.
And that's when it hit me.
So I shoot that. I think I shot this before you shot Gloomhaven, and I go pow, and it just doesn't move at all.
It doesn't move the camera.
And you're like, we're like, is there a hole? And so I shoot it like 3 or 4 more times, and you can't tell I'm shooting this box. Our perception of what was going to happen to that box.
It's all influenced by the movies.
And what actually happened to the box were so different, and we were so disappointed.
Yep.
I think that's why we decided to go to the shotgun.
Yeah.
When we went to because I don't think we were doing shotguns originally with Gloomhaven. I think it was after I shot this box and we were so disappointed with what that looked like.
Sure.
I think we asked him, well, is there something we can well, a shotgun will blow it apart
about being a gamester.
How did I not notice that?
And that's why you only see the box like at one point.
Yeah.
We got it to move. We didn't have to tie a string to it. I think we finally shot it in a way that we got it to move.
Again, just giving up all the magic. Yeah. There's also a shot back there where you see the dust kick up.
Uh-huh.
That was not from the gunshot. That was us literally kicking dust at the box because we needed to have some sort of effect.
Trying to just again, like the actual gunshot did practically nothing.
Nothing.
Game was there.
You're warned. Don't ever go over my head again.
It only matters.
That's the most Pesci I was in the whole thing right there.
If you have someone to play with. Trying to play in solo mode makes you do crazy things.
That's the bathroom. So stupid. So dumb.
Why are you laughing at me in the bathroom?
Well, for obvious reasons. But that was just literally us going around the office laughing like idiots.
Yeah, we just needed footage of us laughing.
Oh, my God.
Boy, hundreds of dollars worth of games for a lame, overdone parody.
What are we doing?
It also makes you have to explain your jokes.
Oh, I'm doing narration.
Oh, okay. Is it done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
But now, I think I'm done with all that.
Now it's done.
Well, maybe then I'll do a little narration. When I was a young boy...
No, stop. No, you're not doing that.
Okay. Fun game, though.
Yeah, it is. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have another one?
Yeah, of course I do. Okay. How about you?
Oh, yeah, I have.
I don't.
4 Gloomhaven.
I don't have another copy.
Well, we bought that copy.
Yeah, I know, and it's still we still have it on the shelf with all the holes in it.
We actually saved all the games, and one day we may give them away to somebody if they want them.
Comment below if you want one of the games.
Yeah, if you want one of the games,
in
either from this or from we saved all the games from the what
gun
game
range.
will stop a bullet. If anybody out there would like one,
3 Frosthavens and 2 copies of Jaws of the Lion.
That's true. That's completely true.
Yeah, it's 100% true.
Wait, there's a 3rd game?
Yeah, it's a prequel. You'll love it. You know, if you want, we could just go.
No.
Okay. So now what?
Well, we are in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
The birthplace of tabletop gaming.
I'm getting you. You want to go swimming?
No, blackjack.
Blackjack. That makes more sense.
Could you call an Uber?
Sure. Oh, I have no signal.
At all. All right. I guess we can walk. Can't be that far.
Oh, sure. I mean, I did get winded just going 30 feet, but...
Today, everything is different.
You want to play I Spy?
I'm an average noob.
I Spy with my little eye, something that is cactus.
It's not how the game is played.
Really?
Maybe I'll never get respect. Probably because I don't know enough about musicals. So I get to live the rest of my life like a schnook.
Are you going to guess? No.
Losing to...
It was cactus.
This guy.
There we go. Now we shot. Did we ever release?
No, we didn't.
We shot that little closing thing, and me as if we were walking miles and miles, and me just saying various things.
Yep.
To the point where you were angry. You were like, "Can we just stop this?" Because I just wanted to keep doing it.
Yep.
It's probably how I got my sunburn. But we shot like 10 or 11 takes of us going across the thing and me saying stupid stuff.
Yep.
We really need to like put that together, and I think the time has probably come and gone. That's
yeah, but that footage is somewhere.
Yeah, it's funny. Some of it's like really, really funny.
Yeah.
Well, comment below if you want to see that.
Yeah.
If you made it all the way to the end of this video.
Yes, we talked about it for a long time. I mean, this is pretty much like this is an epic video. Like honestly, the extent that we went, like we got we got stunt coordinators. Safety handlers, like various locations. It's a cast of thousands almost at some point.
No, it's a big undertaking.
Yeah, so
it's a big undertaking. I would say, with maybe the shark video being the exception, that this is the most locations we've ever shot in. I'd have to.
I mean, like Leif the Viking comes close, I think. Because at some point we did have the idea, and I think we were going to stick with this. Like when we go on location, we do something like
some
this.
Epic video every
that's
time.
Indicative of the location that involves all of us.
And kind of ties into various different videos.
And we've been pretty consistent with that.
Yeah.
And I like that. Those are my favorite videos because those are the ones we get to be the most quote-unquote creative, like cinematically.
And they're popular.
Yeah.
They are popular when we do them. They're just a lot of work.
They're a lot of work.
Because
it is a lot of work.
You can't wing those.
Nope.
You really got to, and because we're normally filming pieces for them when we're filming other things, so you just really have to kind of have everything together before you start filming.
But again, if you guys like them, let us know, and we'll keep making them because we like making them.
Yeah. So thank you very much for tuning in. I know this is probably another long one.
Yeah.
But if you can, we would love it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Yeah, why aren't you subscribed?
Comment below. Ring that bell.
Why didn't you comment? Leave a comment. Like right now.
We'll
wait.
Now.
We'll wait.
Stop. Yeah.
Type it out.
Go ahead. We don't want to make you self-conscious, but
we
do have other things to do.
Yeah. So we'll just wait for just a couple seconds.
Yeah. I'm looking down at my wrist. I don't have a watch on.
Did you finish? Thank you for commenting.
Thank you. See, now that's
you so much.
How long did that take?
That wasn't hard at all.
I don't know.
Okay. But we'll be back again, right? We got
Yeah.
more of these, so if you like them, keep watching them.
Unless this is the one that we air last, and then we don't have any more.
Then we don't have any more. This is it.
Yeah. If this is the 8th one, he just lied to you.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.